All right, this video will show you how to do your first drawing file in Onshape. So if you could get to your practice project and get to your building blocks, we are going to uh, do a drawing file from here. So here we go. We're going to start by creating a new um, drawing. So we're going to hit the plus symbol, create drawing. Okay, it's going to bring up this, hey, what do you want? There's all sorts of platforms. We're going to do the standard ANSI inch one that's in there, and we're going to open that and click OK. All right, this is going to bring up essentially a piece of paper. Okay, for now, let's go ahead and get rid of any of these different things in here because I need to get rid of. So we're going to exit out of those windows, zoom out a little bit, and we're going to drag a big old box around everything on that piece of paper and just hit delete. So we're just a blank piece of paper with no title block or anything. That's a standard, but we'll deal with that later. Here we go. Let's hit insert view up here. Okay. And it says, oh, you want to insert something? And it's going to give you all your stuff that you've got in here, Part Studios or assemblies. We want to go into Part Studios in our current document. Okay. Because we're in the practice project, and we're going to go find your building blocks, expand that. Okay. And it generally will give you a little preview. I'm not sure. I'm going to try this again just to see if it'll give me the. Usually will show you what's in there. Won't today. So anyway, I'm going to go get the archway. Okay. If you should have named them. If you didn't do that, you should have named these parts. So if you didn't, you might need to go back and do that. Insert building blocks, grab the archway. And right now it's going to give you a little preview of what that's going to look like. Okay. Now, right now, before you click, if you messed up and already clicked, try that again. We're going to change our scale because right now it's a little small. Right now it's a 1.1. Let's change that to 1.5, 1.5. Okay. Remember, one enter will get you a preview of what that's going to look like. I like that. That looks pretty good. Okay. So now we're going to click to place the front view. Pay attention. Click. Okay, and then we're going to move our mouse. The wheel's going to spin a little bit. Drawing files are kind of out in the cloud, and they have a little lag to them. We're going to click the top view, and again, we're going to get the lag. And then we're going to come down here. Oh, I guess it's not going to let me do that. All right, we're currently in the projected view tab up here, or command. So when we click on the front view again, it's going to say, oh, you must want the right view. The little box is showing us where that view is going to go. So when we click, that's going to happen. Let's see if I can move up here. Nope, I need to click the front view again. And we're going to come up here and place the isometric. I usually kind of come up out of the way for that one. All right, now we're going to double click on, whoops, I accidentally made another view. That happens sometimes. So if that happens, I'm just going to delete that view accidentally. Actually, I'm going to right click on it. Sorry. And we are going to show a shaded view. Show hide, show shaded view. So usually I do what I call making the isometric pretty, right? You're gonna turn it into a shaded version, which will also show the color. All right, now you'll notice there's no hidden lines. So we need to turn on hidden lines by right clicking, and we are going to show hidden lines in each of the views that should have them. We're going to show hidden lines. There's probably a default to do that somewhere, but I'm not sure about that. All right, now there is an arc in here. I honestly don't know the rule for if it's not a full circle, but we're going to go ahead and put in a center line anyway. So let's go up here to all these different options of different things. And one of them is edge to edge center line. So if I go over here and click, it usually recognizes if you click once on one of the edges, it'll put one in the middle. Okay, but we're also going to do this down here. On the front view, we're going to click on one side and then the other to put that center line through here. Now you're saying, well, that's weird. Why is that there? That line right here is going to show us that there is a symmetry to this block. It's the same on the left and the right. So I know we haven't gone over that yet, but let's go ahead and place that there. Notice as I zoom in and out, it kind of changes what the line looks like. So That's not you doing anything wrong. It just happens. All right. And finally, we should say that we want a 2-point center line, and we're going to go from that point to that point. And it didn't really do anything except see the little edges sticking out. Those show us that there's something there. All right. So now we've got our multi-view set up, and now we're ready to start dimensioning. Okay. Pretty basic dimensioning on this one. We need a height, width, and a depth, and then we need the archway here, the radius for that. So let's go ahead and click the dimension command, and we're going to click on the width first. Okay, it's going to give us that. Click. We're going to pull up here. It might give us we want to go about 1/4 of an inch up, so you can estimate that. Now, right now, there's several decimal places. We can adjust that later. Okay, so now I've got the width. Okay, I only needed that. Because it's symmetrical, the only thing I need to say is what that radius is. So I'm going to come in here and say what that radius is right there. Hey, remember, escape gets you out of command. So now, because I've shown that it's symmetrical, I don't need to show what this length is right here, because it's this hole is in the middle. All right, now I've got a width, I need a height, and I need a depth. So let's go ahead and hit D for dimension. By the way, dimension has 2 meanings for us in this class. One means to make something a certain size when we're designing, and another meaning is show what size it is in a drawing. So we're using the second one right now. All right, I've made the height, the width, and finally I'm going to go to either the top view or the right side view and do the overall depth. Okay, looking good. Now, last thing, all these things are kind of the same thicknesses, but remember how we said that dimension lines, extension lines, and things are thick and other things are thin? We're going to change our document settings here by just clicking in any open area, right clicking, and we're going to change our drawing properties. This is going to bring up a big old window. Okay, and there's a lot of different options up here. The one thing that we're going to go to is this one that says views in it. And right now it has our visible edges as 0.4 millimeters. We're going to change that to 0.7 millimeters. And notice that those lines got thicker. So that's pretty cool. And we've got our drawing file now that is fully dimensioned. Okay, we'll do some more complicated stuff later. Go ahead and take your snipping tool and take a screenshot of this. And this time I'm going to have you just paste that into where you'd write text or whatever in Canvas and the submission. So you're going to copy that, put it in there, submit. We are good to go. All right, folks, hope it worked out for you. We will do some more of these for practice later.